When adding a honey super to a hive, after it already has a super, should you put it on top of that first honey super or under it? And why? This hive got a full 10 frames of foundation a few weeks ago on top of the brood chamber. We didn't use a queen excluder because bees may comb more readily when they can go directly into that box of foundation, and they did great. It's easier to see things through the bottom because the bottom bars of each frame are skinnier than the top bars. They've got comb built very well on almost 10 of these frames. We may find the queen is in this box because remember, we didn't use a queen excluder. As I checked each frame for the queen, I saw some pollen, eggs, capped worker brood, open brood, which is also called larvae. I want to find the queen so that we can move her down below a queen excluder into the brood chamber. And then this brood will emerge and nectar will be put into these empty cells. And we'll have 3 supers above the queen excluder. Let's look at that one more time. Here's pollen, open brood, capped worker brood, and here's an egg. I did see the queen walking on a frame eventually, and I'm going to encourage her to move off onto the frames in that brood chamber box. Just gonna gently nudge her off of this frame. Go, go, go. Watch her as she goes between 2 frames and down into safety. I'm putting this second medium super on above the first one that I've placed above the queen excluder. These 2 supers are lightweight, but they do have drawn comb in them. Remember, this deep super is the one we just looked at. It had some brood in it, and we got the queen and moved her into the brood chamber. We put a queen excluder, and we're putting this heavy super above the 2 empty ones because then they will work on those 2 empty ones better. If they were over this full one, the bees might consider the full super the ceiling of their hive and not proceed through it and work on supers above it. I'm not very tall, and though I am pretty strong, this technique is good for lots of people. So this deep super of honey is not completely full, but it's pretty heavy. Resting a lot of the weight on my stomach, I pause when I get to the hive, and I'm not really lifting it much. It's resting mostly on the hive. And then I am right-handed, so I tilt up the right side of the super and rest the left edge on the wall of the one below. And I glide it along this sharp edge of the heavy super on the top of the wall of that one below. And I like to call that the wall glide. When it's a little offset, it's great to not try and horse it in with your strength, but to lift up an edge with your hive tool, and that takes away a lot of the friction, and you could just pull it in with your fingers. A lot of bees up here, and I want to put the cover on, so I'll smoke them in so I don't crush them on the edge of the wall with the inner cover. Then when I put the inner cover on, I'm going to put it a little offset from the walls. The rim of the inner cover is not touching any walls. Right now it's coming in, it's going to kind of push those bees on the top edge over the side. Stick the record card in. I added the date and that we had added 2 medium comb supers. And I'm just going to push this across these few bees on the rim and attempt not to crush them either because I hate crushing bees. So that's about it. I'm going to put the strap on. This is an insulated outer cover, which is really lightweight. And we just like to strap every hive together. And that takes care of any rare windstorms. I really like them. If you like this video, subscribe to Better Bee's channel for more helpful content.